Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is my usual weekly technical analysis outlook videos in which I will comment on what I think will happen to some FX crosses and equities. As always, before I begin, I want to clarify that this is not a solicitation or recommendation to enter into long or short positions in the names that I will mention in this video, nor do I have existing positions in them. This is not financial advice, and if you're using this content as a guide to trade, you are doing so at your own risk. Alright, let's start. These are the names that I have covered in past videos, and I will do a quick review on each of them. I will also be ceasing coverage on several names as well. Do check them out towards the end of this video. I've put in timestamps, so please use them to skip to the names that interest you. Just a backstory, I identified a head and shoulders top forming in Nissin Foods on the 18th of August 2024, and price action has been trending lower as you can see on the chart. But on the 19th of April, I identified another pattern on the daily chart, which is a double bottom. And clearly this bullish pattern was eventually invalidated by this week's decline. And so now I will no longer be covering the double bottom on Nissin Foods, and instead I will now channel my focus back onto the head and shoulders top on the weekly chart and continue to set sights on 2,539, which is the textbook target of the head and shoulders top. There's not been a big move in Totalenergies since the last update on the 28th of June, but I just wanted to point out the weakness in price action development. Now, I noted in the last update that Totalenergies is weak over here after failing to hold above the 20-week simple moving average. This is again shown after last week's failure to do the same, resulting in this week's decline. So I'm staying bearish on Totalenergies, and the textbook target of that head and shoulders top is at 45.95. I last covered Adidas on the 9th of June, in which I said that Adidas was rejected by the 20-week simple moving average, and I expect the bearish resumption phase to begin soon. I believe Adidas is now in the bearish resumption phase. It has closed below the Ichimoku cloud, and the latest rebound over here was rejected not once but twice by the 20-week simple moving average. So stay bearish on Adidas, targeting 168.55. I turned bearish on Philip Morris on the 30th of June due to the completion over here of a rising wedge that has a textbook target at 158. So far, Philip Morris has reached about 89.4% of its textbook target. I'm ready to cease coverage, but will wait just a bit longer to see how it develops. I suspect there will be a rebound first from here due to two reasons. Number one, there was a huge gap down on the 22nd of July, and I expect this gap to be at least partially closed. That means price action rising to around 175 thereabout. Number two, you can see that price action has overextended below the lower Bollinger, and this usually triggers a corrective advance. I started coverage on Cisco Systems on the 12th of July, cautioning the formation of a rising wedge, a bearish pattern. This bearish pattern has since been completed, and the textbook target is at 61.75. Now, note that over here price action is showing difficulty in breaking above the 20-day simple moving average, and highly likely I suspect Cisco Systems will eventually be rejected by the 20-day simple moving average to resume its downside. There's one name that I will be ceasing coverage on in this video, and that is on Hong Kong Exchange and Clearing. The rising wedge that I described on the 7th of July was invalidated over here on the 24th of July when price action broke above the resistance trend line. Therefore, its bearish potential is invalidated. That's the end of my sharing. I will give updates to these crosses and names only when there are meaningful development, and in the next video, it will highly likely be on new crosses and new names. If you like what I'm doing, please help me out by giving me a like. Please subscribe and hit the notification button for more videos like this.